Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to my channel. It's Alexandria Mont. If you're new here, then hello. How exciting. You have no idea what you're in for. Hello everyone, and welcome to the floor of my bedroom. I have a roommate in this room. For this video, I kind of wanted to close it off a little bit. So I hung up this curtain behind me. This is my bed. This is my heater that is off right now, but I really need it to come on because it's so cold. This is my friend Nigel. Yeah, it's also so cold outside, but I'm drinking iced coffee, so I can't really be mad. What kind of Spooktober video would this be if I didn't? I can't get over how ratchet the background looks. I'm so sorry. I wanted to tell some ghost stories while we do this to get in the mood. I want to do like a zombie look, but I also just have absolutely no idea what's gonna happen. So let's jump right into it. Rotting flesh wounds, probably like my forehead. One of these guys to keep out my little baby hairs and stuff because I do not want to get spirit gum and latex in my little baby hair. I took one stage makeup class in my entire life. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, well let's just do it before I have any regrets. Any regrets. These edges are so thick. That's the power of blending. One of the first paranormal experiences that I've ever had, it was after my great-grandma had passed away, and it was in our old house, and one morning I could not sleep. So I got out of bed and I went to go wake up my mom to tell her that I was awake, and I walked outside, and in the living room I saw my great-grandma. She was like all white and like transparent and white and super spooky looking, and she was sitting on the little coffee table just staring at the TV, and the TV was off and she was just staring at it. I freaked out. I ran back to my room and hid. I didn't come out of my room for so long. I didn't know because I was so little, but apparently there had been a lot of paranormal things happening around that time in our whole neighborhood. So we found out that like everyone else on our block had been having some pretty crazy experiences too. We called these like Ghostbuster people. They came and cleansed our house, and they had like all these crazy devices, and they ultimately told us that there was like a portal like in the mountain that was literally right next to our house, and that was where all the spirits were coming from and like going into all of our neighbors' houses. Is that not so freaky? Like what? My mom and my grandma have other stories of like paranormal stuff happening at that house too. And my great-grandma Rose, everyone in my family has stories that are just like so obviously her messing with them. One time my dog was like standing on the table. I don't know what, he like snuck up there or something, and all of a sudden it's like someone took their arm, went whoosh, and he like flew off the table out of nowhere. My mom is convinced that it was grandma because grandma would do something like that. One time my uncle, every day he would go off to work, shut everything down, lock up the house, whatever, and when he would come back home from work that evening, the TV would be on like the religion channel every single day. Like for a whole period of time, this is what was happening. Everyone just like kind of knew that it was my grandma because she was like super religious. I also think he lived alone at that point, so there's no way that it was someone like messing with him. I used to play Bloody Mary as a kid. It like literally scarred me for life. Now I will absolutely not do it. There was one time, I think it was on Halloween when I was trick-or-treating when I was a kid. Me and my friend just got bored. We literally went up to like a side mirror on a car in the pitch black and did Bloody Mary, and I could have sworn there was like the scariest face in the mirror that was like behind us, and it was just so disturbing that I freaked out. I also started watching Supernatural over the summer, and I got so obsessed with it. It was like my binge show after I finished Grey's Anatomy. I had heard of it before, but I never watched it. The first episode, I was like freaking the out, and then I kind of got used to it. Some of my housemates have been saying that they think this house is haunted. Today, actually, I was here alone. I have this like curtain thing over my closet that I use to close when I'm like want to change in my closet, and it's just been open. The light was off, and then I think I went to the bathroom or something, and I came back in and the light was on and the curtain was closed, like how it is when someone is like inside changing. It was so weird. So I like opened it, looked inside, and there was no one there. If anything, it's probably my grandpa or some family member that's like trying to be funny. So now I think I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of liquid latex. My camera fell again. I don't think the spirits like me talking about them. So I'm gonna go in with this liquid latex and just kind of blend out. Oh, that burns my eye. Some of my housemates think that this house is haunted. It's mainly like one of my friends that experiences all of it. There was one time that she was sleeping in bed. She felt this like weight on her chest, and she's also had like sleep paralysis. She said it was like kind of like that. She felt this weight on her chest. She like woke up from it because she couldn't really breathe, so she was really scared, and she finally opened her eyes, and apparently there was this old lady that was like white and transparent, just like my grandma, just like sitting on her. And then when they made eye contact, the old lady was like, oh my gosh, like, oh, sorry, didn't see you there. It just reminds me of that scene from Princess Diaries when that guy like sits on her. Okay, so this is like not blending. I'm gonna literally take liquid latex and put it on this sponge and then just start to dab it all over just to get that kind of like crazy skin effect. It's starting to blend a little bit. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. It burns my eyes. It's not in my eye, it's just like the fumes of it. I'm waiting for this to dry. Currently, I'm watching Glam & Gore's new video that she just posted. It is her doing her makeup in a ghost town in Arizona. So I would stand in front of a fan, but it's literally so cold that I just like can't. So we're just gonna wait and watch this.
The reason that is supposedly haunted is because when it was a hospital, over 9,000 people died at it.
I'm gonna set my face.
Hauntings and murders.
Got this little color palette in just a kit. I think it was like a zombie kit or something. So I'm gonna go in with this kind of grayish color. I'm actually going with some yellow too and mix the yellow and the brown right now. I'm gonna go in with this color wheel and use some of the green to stipple that in. Ooh. So now that I've pulled up some pieces, I'm gonna go in and cut. Q-tip and some makeup remover, and I'm gonna kind of clean up.
The time in New York City is 4:05 p.m.
Fill in some of the wounds. That's scary. That kind of looks like a clown. Ew, that just looks so scary on its own. This is what happened today. There are a few things that I would change if I were to go back and do it again. Thank you for watching my first attempt with this Halloween creature makeup. Give this video a thumbs up if you're freaked out because I like am scaring myself just looking at my scalp. I'll see you guys on my next one.